All right, let's set the record straight. We're not talking about influencers today. This one, it's all about you. More specifically, how you can influence your brand through the way that you actually communicate with your potential clients. So today we'll get into the messaging strategies that you can actually start using right now to make people stop, listen, and more importantly, act. So let's get to it. Hey, I'm Veronica de Polo, and with more than 15 years being a marketing strategist, are you ready for actionable bite-sized episodes about business advice on marketing, branding, and messaging to take your business to the next level? If you're a service business owner, we'll show you how to attract qualified leads on social media and beyond. We'll reveal the art of showcasing your brand effectively, and will uncover the best strategies to hook your audience so they keep coming for more. Say goodbye to outdated marketing strategies and embrace the power of change. Welcome to the Branding Momentum Podcast. So I'm going to give you like 5 things in total on what I think that you should actually do and how to implement it. And I'm going to give you some examples and some quick turnarounds and fun, relatable things that you can actually apply. So let's get to it. So number 1 would be stop talking about features or start talking about experiences. So what I mean by this is really big. If you're still talking about features instead of experiences, you are definitely missing out when it comes to messaging. People don't just want to know what you do or the figures that you have or the graphs and all those. They want to actually imagine themselves living it. So instead of listening to the features of what you offer, give them the experience of what it would feel like to work with you. So instead of our platform is easy to use, you can say something like, picture logging in, getting everything done in 10 minutes, and spending the rest of the day doing what you love. That sends the message immediately. But the best thing here is that if you close your eyes, you can actually picture this happening as a movie. So it's about making them feel the outcome. Think of it as like if you're going to a new restaurant, the menu, might say filet mignon, but what draws you in is when someone actually says to you, it is the most delicious and tender that is going to melt in your water because that steak is amazing. You need to taste it. You can almost taste the experience just from that description. From somebody saying it to you, from either reading it somewhere or somebody saying it in a video. So that is completely different. So number 2 would be build curiosity. Tease but don't tell. Let me show you a little bit, but not so much. One thing that, that actually drives action is curiosity. Don't give away everything in your messaging and everything that you do and everything you're putting out on your marketing. Instead, give them just enough to make them lean in and want more. And you want your audience to actually think, wait, you know what? What's next? Feels like, you really need it and you want to take the next step because you really want to find out because they're piquing your interest. So instead of saying things like our programs will improve your marketing, you can actually try and say things like discover the game-changing strategy for your competitors aren't using yet. Isn't that a little bit better than the other one? Because you are giving them something for them to actually want to know a little bit more. And it teaches something valuable, but it leaves them, wanting to learn more because curiosity equals action. It's like when somebody tells you that they have a great story, but they say to you, I'll tell you later. Don't you hate that? I hate that. But you have to know, right? You have to know. That's how you build that suspense in your messaging. That is exactly the same way. And unless you have somebody who's like, oh, tell me. And then they, they end up telling you. But yeah, So, number 3 would be speak like you know them, because you actually do. So, here's the thing. You already know your audience actually better than you think. So why not talk to them like that? Just simply as you know them. Show them you understand their pain points, and before they even actually mention them to you. Like, what if you tell them the future that you know? When you can put yourself in their problems into their words better than they can say. There's so many people that say so many things. And then we as business owners, we don't take that information. The thing is that they'll trust that you solve the problem. They'll trust it because you are repeating the same things they're saying. And that's how you use your marketing. That is marketing 101. So you got to repeat what your clients are usually telling you all the time. That's why I always say, you got to listen. Got to listen to what your clients are telling you. Instead of, saying we help improve your work process, why don't you say something like, that feeling when you have to do your to-do list and it keeps getting longer and longer and you just want to hit pause and delete, we can actually help you get control of your day again. You're speaking right there. You're speaking directly their language. You're speaking how they talk. You're speaking to their pain, making them feel seen, like you are valuing their pain. And that's what people actually want. And it's like, if a friend describes a bad day and you're like, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I've been through it. That kind of connection is exactly what makes people actually trust you. And that is the whole point. Now, number 4 is going to be show, but don't sell. It's different from number 3 because people are tired of being sold. We all have to sell. Let's be honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, okay? We all have to make money in the end. But there are different ways that you can actually use within your messaging. Instead of selling, show them what working with you looks like through stories, through real life experiences, through even subtle cues, like let them visualize themselves succeeding with your help without being pushy. So don't say we increase your efficiency by 25%. Nah, nobody wants to hear that. Like, how can you show me that? Hello. Instead, show it through maybe a case study that you did last month. And you can say something, like last month, Jane went from overwhelmed to having a system that lets her run her business in half the time. What you're doing is that you're showing the results. You're not selling the process. You're making them curious as well. So they might want to know, what do you mean like half the time? It takes me a long time. I want to know more. Right? It's like watching a cooking show and you see that chef whipping something amazing and they're not telling you the recipe. They're just making you want to try it by showing you how delicious it looks. How many times have you seen something like that? Master Chef, Top Chef. Oh my God, so many cooking shows that I love. And they all do the same for me. Now, the last thing that I want to talk to you is the 5th one, which is the urgency without the stress. How are we going to talk about this? So urgency works, but it doesn't always have to be high pressure. You can create gentle urgency by helping them realize that they're missing out on without making them feel rushed. It's all about the balance, the sweet spot. Right? So instead of like saying, and I see this so often, limited spots available, act now, shop now, buy now, do. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll get results. This approach, sorry to say it, but it gives them a nudge without the stress, making them think, hey, why not now? Maybe I should do it now. Like, why not? Maybe this is my moment. This is my time. It's like when you find out about a limited edition, flavor or clothing, you see Zara collaborating with somebody else, and or you want to get that special only ice cream flavor from the shop. You're not stressed about missing it, but it does make you think, should I get over there? Should I go and do it? Maybe I should do it, because if I don't do it, I'm going to miss out on that. That is exactly the feeling that you want to get through these people that you want to attract within your world. So there you have it. This is how you can actually influence your brand every day without influencers. I know, it's funny. It's really about making people feel the experience, building the curiosity, speaking directly to their needs, and showing, not selling what you can actually do. Remember that your words matter. The way you present your brand can be the difference between maybe later or, yeah, let's do it. Why not? If you want help to fine tune your messaging, you know where to find me. You know where I am. You can book a discovery call right now, and let's make sure that your voice is, on the right track to get people to listen and to act to what you're selling. Okay? So I hope to see you same time, same place next week. Bye-bye. Thank you.